Good evening. Tonight's movie discussion will be about the Amy Schumer movie "Feel I Feel Pretty." Amy Schumer's character plays a woman by the name of Renee Barnett, who works for a company called the Creek, which is run by Michelle Williams' character. Um, Amy, which is like a cosmetics company that she inherited from her grandmother. And Renee's kind of like unhappy with her life because she was like she wants to work in the headquarters of the Avery's company, instead of like in the basement of Chinatown. She kind of suffers from like self-esteem and body issues, which a lot of people tend to suffer from, which is one of the things that the film goes about. And of course, one day while cycling in her soul class, she hits her head, and when she does, she gets like this impression that even though on the outside she's still big, but she kind of sees herself as like as a pretty person, and starts to gain more confidence, in herself, which kind of puts down her negative attitude that she had. But then of course while she gains more confidence in herself, she inadvertently puts down her two best friends, Vivian and Avery. Lizzie Phillips, plays one of her best friends. And of course, what's kind of cool about the Let's Feel Pretty movie, even though it's not the best of Amy Schumer's, work, and it's only like her third starring role, but it's kind of funny to see, Michelle Williams play like a kind of character that's, somewhat similar to her portrayal, Marilyn Monroe, in that kind of squeaky, sultry like voice. But I guess it's to show, that everybody, suffers from, self-esteem issues, whether the person's pretty, fat, ugly, whatever. But I don't mean, would I say I Feel Pretty is one of the best movies I've seen? No, but it's enjoyable, for what it is. And I would say the most important message that the movie portrays is that, you know, you know, so it's even though society has this high expectation when it comes to looks and things like that, but I would say the most important thing, you know, is to be happy with yourself, and it doesn't really matter what people think. And I think that's one of the most important lessons that the film portrays, that as long as you're happy with yourself, it doesn't really matter what people think of you, how you look and things like that. Since society shouldn't have such an important, shouldn't face so much emphasis on looks, but rather your character, personality, things like that. And that would be my particular take on the I Feel Pretty, movie. Alright, everyone, thanks again for watching, and have a good night.